knitting and loving, paying the bills, keeping things real, man, you know the deal. But when it's time for me to unwind, I gotta go someplace where the sun can shine, and there ain't no better place than out in the country. There's gold in them hills, and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see. You can't believe how the color of gold makes you lose control. Well, there's gold in them hills, and I've got the fever. And there ain't no other place that I'd rather be.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long.
Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Let's see what the hell's going on. What is today? Today is Wednesday. We do know that, huh? January 24th, 2024. Let's see who's all in the chat room right here. What's going on here? Let's see. IB Strader, Mountain Man Adventures. Hello there, Paul. You guys carrying on a conversation here, aren't you? What'd you do? Get here like about 3 hours ago and start carrying on the conversation? OGR MG Toe. Hello. We didn't get no rain today, so we are good. We'll be drying out in about another month. It'll be dry. It's calling for rain though next week, so we'll see how that's going to work out. Steve, hello. What's going on down here? Mark W. Hello. And Trippin' Tommy. Haven't heard from you lately, Trippin' Tommy. What you been up to? Been out playing? David Simon. Here we go. Thomas. Pennyweight folks. Yes, Thomas, we got your, I sent you a text back. We got all your stuff. So you are good to go, buddy. David Simon, Terry Curry, Josh Cooper, Jennifer Bond. Woohoo! Grab the drinks, boys and girls. Let's go. Yes. Cheers. Let's see here. Patty's Adventure. Good evening, Guy Carl. I'm going to need that get out of jail card or that hell card here before the night's out, I'm sure. Neil Young. Welcome. Jennifer says, hey, Jack, show us the pictures of that huge-ass bulldozer you bought for the new push. Yeah, sure. I don't have any pictures of that. That's on Facebook. I don't have no pictures of that. Let's see here. TJ, hello. Dallas, right. All right. Anyways, what's going on here? I don't know why I wear these stupid things. I put them in at the last moment, and then I go to pair, and it doesn't work. So I don't even know why I bother for. Helps me here when I got to go to commercials or something like that. Let's see. Only 342 days left in this year, in case you're keeping track of everything. Today is National Peanut Butter Day. It's also National, Beer Can Appreciation Day. Now, that's a pretty good one, huh? National Compliment Day. Well, let's see. I don't have no peanut butter. Beer Can Appreciation Day. I'd probably find a beer can someplace, but I do appreciate those cans. And it is National Compliment Day. You guys are all looking great this evening, and I'm so happy that you guys tuned in, So, hey, I accomplished 2 out of 3 then. I guess that's not bad, huh? Okay, on this day, 2004, the Mars rover landed on Mars. Also on this day, 1989, serial killer Ted Bundy was executed. 1908, the first Boy Scout troop was organized. Let's see, whose birthday? If it's your birthday, congratulations and happy birthday to you. Also born on this day, Neil Diamond is 83. I know who everybody knows who Neil Diamond is. He was born on this day in 1941. Also, Mary Lou Retton, 56. She's a gymnast. Okay, what's going on here? That's all that type of stuff there. Let's get over with. Let's see, precious metal prices. Current right now, as we speak, gold. Oh, it dropped back down. $2,015. Silver, $22.73. Okay, that's all that's happening in that market. What else is going on? Let's see. What's on my bitch list this time? Post office still sucks. You know, you heard my bitch last week about the post office. So my bitch this week, post office, still bitching about the post office. So I ordered this thing from Amazon, and it shows that the package had left. Now you got to check this out. So the package had left. Package had left Phoenix on January the 20th. That was what, 4 days ago, right? Today's the 24th, right? Yeah. So it left Phoenix. January the 20th. Then it shows on the 22nd, the package was delayed in transit for severe weather. Now, I'm only just over an hour away from Phoenix, and I don't know what severe weather they were talking about, but the package was delayed in transit. Then on Tuesday, the 23rd, carrier picked up the package, and the package arrived in Kentucky. Now, what the hell did it go to Kentucky for? Then another Kentucky. Then it went to Florida. Then it went to California. And they're saying it'll be delivered here now. Again, it went back to Phoenix before it went to Florida. And now it'll be here on Friday. So I just don't understand how that could have happened with the post office. That just blows my mind. How it goes across the country twice before it comes here. Let's see who snuck in here. I saw people. Neil Young. Neil Young is in the house. Well, sweet Caroline to you, Neil Young. Great day in Gold Basin today. Super warm, nice, cool. I'd like to be up there in Gold Basin. I like Gold Basin. That's a nice place. Let's see. Luis Humberto. Yeah, anyways, welcome. Hello from something Chile. Wow, that's a long ways away. See, Richard Duke. Hello. Joe Moore. Hello. Okay. Accident that delayed. It was the Mine Lab it was a Mine Lab accident that delayed. Jerry Prince, hello. Okay, so David Simon probably tripped him. Yeah, I've mailed something from Meadview to Kingman that left Meadview, went through Vegas to LA and then to Phoenix, then back to Kingman. Should have driven it. Yes, I sometimes think that way too. Just wait till it gets worse. That's probably pretty shoot. KJ7. Margarita Man here, practically dying of C19 sore throats. Oh, sorry to hear that. Okay, so anyway, so that's one of my bitches today. I had other stuff I was going to bitch about, but you know what? You guys always get me going on these Mind Lab things. So here's something that, I acquired this machine a while back. Yeah, it's the Manticore. And if you look on this Manticore machine, where did I see that at? This says right here, it says more power, more depth, more fines. Oh, so it's got more power? More power. Wow, that's pretty good. Have more power, huh? But now, the little booklet that they give you inside the machines. And there's a funny thing is, so what I had to do, I had to blow it up bigger so I could read it because, you got to be like magnifying glass to read it. But the funny thing is, it says on here, it lists all the machines. So like the Equinox 800 and all of that. And there's a thing that says power. And the funny thing is, every one of the machines is only 30. I'm sure that the FCC regulates how much power these machines can be putting out. So is that a lie? That what they're saying, false advertising? Should we sue them or what? Every one of them has the same thing. They all run on different kilohertz, but power's all, I just find that amazing. So we'll give them a Pinocchio, You want the Manticore? Hey, I'll sell you this Manticore. It's for sale. All of them. You know what? Here's another bitch. So let's see here. Here's a Manticore, okay? There's a Manticore. See this control box right there? That's the Manticore. What other one here? Let's show you. Let's see. How about this one? Here's the 800. Doesn't the 800 and the Manticore boxes almost look alike? Oh, okay. Well, hey, it's still so. How about the 900? Doesn't the 900 and the 800 almost look alike? Tell me why they just couldn't done an update on the 800 and the 600s rather than make out a 700 and a anyway. They're all full of crappers. Okay. I want the ice to go away so you can play. You can still go play. Don't let no ice or nothing stop you. Ice is a good thing. What else is going on here? Okay, we still got the wheel going on. Prizes. There's all types of prizes we're giving away. Dirt bags, pinpointers, knives, recirculators, metal detector, gold penning kits. All types of stuff. Anyway, that's on the Facebook page. Gold Fever Radio Facebook page. Oh, some of you guys probably been getting notices to like Gold Fever Radio. So I kind of was promoting the Gold Fever Radio page. And so I've been sending out likes, but you can only send so many likes out a day, I guess. So if you get one of them notices that says like Gold Fever Radio on Facebook. And I want to say, yes, along with that, thank you to all my followers, supporters, and subscribers. Like, share, and okay. So last week we talked about getting a box equals control head. Yeah, it's all in the control heads. It's just about them making more money. We talked about finding a guest about meteorites. So I reached out to six people, 6 of them that I found that talked about meteorites and stuff. Only one person got back to me and said they would come on the show after the Tucson show. So I guess they're getting ready to go into that Tucson show. And then after that, they'd come on and talk to us about meteorites. But I found that funny. So I had my note and I did try to find somebody about meteorites. So that's what's going on. Let's see what is happening here. We got quartzite shows going on right now, all that, the tent and all that stuff. So people are kind of going out to that. I think that's this weekend. People are going to go. I think I'll go out there maybe Saturday. Then the following, no, that's 2 weeks. The following is the Golden Treasure show out there in Quartzsite. And that's all that I know. Meteorites did a great episode in Gold Basin. It's on YouTube. I saw that and I was looking at that. And those are one of the guys that I reached out to too, but never heard back from anybody. You know, here's I'm gonna make a commitment to you guys and a promise to you. Okay, Timothy Pinkerton, happy Wednesday. You know, the sad thing is, all of these people, whoever they are, on all your big, your Hollywood stars and all your famous people, they all start out as nobodies. And they all rely on the support of their peers and the communities and all that to succeed in life. And then once they succeed in life, you become thrown to the wayside. You're no longer important anymore. And I think they forget where they came from. So I say to you, I'll probably never be big and important, but I'll say to you, I'll never forget where I came from. So I'll always be appreciative of you guys. Okay, so let's see. That's all I got on my list. Okay. Wonder if I'm okay there, David. Sure, I'm okay. I am fine. All right, what do you guys want to talk about? Having cheers? I still, oh, I was gonna say I had a ghost down here, and I lost my knee pads. I lost my knee pads. I lost my knee pads. Anyway, so the haven't been out because it's been soaking rain. We went on a quad ride last week before the rains came. Out around, we went and explored some mines, stuff like that there. But it has been raining, so the ground is all wet. Had your Axiom out lately, Jennifer? Actually, I sold my Axiom a while back. Yes, Richard, I noticed that. I sold the Axiom, and actually, I just barely sold my 7,000. So my 7,000 is now gone. But you know what? Yeah, what? Yeah. You know, I am a dealer for Garrett, so I can only use so many machines at so many times, and you know, everything's about recirculating. And so all the machines I have will you sold yours last week as well. Yeah, mine's gone too. It's actually boxed up. It should go out later on in this week. So I got rid of mine. It all comes down to balance in our life, you know. The balance of the machines hanging on the wall not being used, and somebody wants a machine, and the balance works out, so you'll take that there, and maybe down the road, if you have to balance, you can always get another one. So it all comes down to balance. Oh, and probably very important, taxes, you know. So hey, that always plays a role in everything too. If it's out of warranty, move it. That's probably very true. Mine's a few years old, so but it still works like a charm because I never really use it that much. You know, my go-to machine is really that 6,000. That's really my go-to machine. So, you know, you get used to a machine, and that's the most important thing. It doesn't matter really what machine you use, as long as you are comfortable with it and you know the machine. I mean, I've known people with that Equinox 800 that he can go out and find tiny little pieces of gold with that thing. But he knows that machine, and he's learned it well, so he knows how to use it. Do you have a GPX 5000 for sale, Neil Young? No, I do not. But you know what? The next machine I probably will buy will be the GPX 5000, because I've been hearing that that's a little bit better than the 6000. And so it's one of them things that I may have to try out. So that'll probably be one of the next machines I buy will be that. Other than that, 5000 is my favorite. If you get one, you'll love it. Yes, I'm going to probably look for one of them also, because I've been hearing that it's a better machine than the 6000. The bad thing about the 6000 that I don't like is it is very EMI sensitive. So somebody in camp here, let's see, was that, I lose track. I think maybe it was this morning. He had the 6000 out, and he asked me if I'd show him, give him a few pointers on it. And we turn it on, and it just goes crazy. You have to walk away from anything. It's just, you know, you get so much interference. So it's very sensitive to EMI, and that's the bad thing about that machine. Every time the sun comes up, it goes crazy. The sun goes down, it goes crazy. Helicopters or planes fly over your head, it goes crazy. So it's just very EMI sensitive, and that's the bad thing about it. Hello from Arizona, Raphael. Hello. The versatile on Coral selection makes it worth it alone. That's probably very true. I ordered one, but UPS lost. Hey, you know what? That's probably a pretty good deal. I remember. No, I can't tell you that story. I'll get in trouble. Uh, but hey, yeah, you could order one from your buddy and have your buddy insure it and send you a box of rocks. And when you get it, it was broken or it was missing or something, And then I don't know. I don't know if all that. Forget what I'm saying. Uh, get an anti EMI coil for the 5,000. Okay, I know the 6,000 comes with the other coil that you got to use if you do get into EMI things. Craig Carter, hello there. Ready for things to dry out in Arizona? Yes, it's already drying out. I don't know about you guys, but people are going out dry washing. They're finding out it don't work, but they're going out. No. Anyways, what is happening on your guys' neck of the world? That's what is. Let's start is upgrading to the Reaper coil worth it on the Apex? That I cannot tell you about that. I know that the Apex is a decent machine, not really for gold, but for it'll pick up gold if it's a decent size. But it's more of a treasure or coin machine. But the other coil that I can't tell you about. I'll be back out there in March. Can't wait to try it out if it ever gets here. Okay, I think I got to get me one of them machines too. So I'll be looking for one of them. So anyway, let's start some mud washing. There you go. Yeah, we got to go mud washing. I want to go dry washing as soon as we can. What's your guys' go-to machines? Let's start a war. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Oh, remember I said last week we guys talked about something. Oh, let me see if I can find that here. Remember I talked about you guys trying to get me in trouble with the Mind Lab people, and I said that I had this. Let's see, I think this is it. Let me see if you guys can hear this here. See if you guys hear this here.
Debbie from Mind Lab, and you're listening to Gold Fever Radio.
Yeah, can you guys hear that?
It's Debbie from Mind Lab, and you're listening to Gold Fever Radio.
It's funny that my haters once upon a time used to like me. Here's another hater, one of my haters that once upon a time used to like me.
This is Dominic Ritchie, and you're listening to Gold Fever Radio.
Ain't that amazing, huh?
It's Debbie from Mind Lab, and you're listening to Gold Fever Radio.
Let's see. As opposed to trying to get yourself in trouble with the U.S. Postal Service inspectors for shipping boxes of rocks. Yeah, well, you know what? It's all 6,000 in the Gold Monster, Thomas. Yes, those are probably my two really go-to. Well, you talk about the U.S. Postal Service. So last month, I sent a metal detector to somebody, and I got it from Fisher. So, of course, when it comes from Fisher, I open the box to make sure there's no, whatever's in there and stuff like that, and then seal it back up and then send it to the person that ordered the detector. So he gets it, and the control is all cracked. So he sends it back to me, and of course, I insured it. So I contact the Postal Service. You got to go online to do that. What a nightmare. They hide everything. It makes it almost impossible to get to find out what you need. Takes hours to research it. Finally, you find out what you got to do. You fill out all of this form that you got to fill out. They ask for proof that, whatever. So you got to send them pictures of that there. So then you send all that. And then a couple of weeks later, they'll email you back and say it's been denied. What do you mean it's been denied? I insured the thing. Well, so that you appeal it. So then you appeal it, and then they ask for more pictures and proof of value. Okay, so I had to get my invoices that I paid for this thing, send them all of that, and then a couple of weeks later, they send back and say, denied, insufficient packaging. So wait a minute here. It came from Fisher. It was packaged perfectly. So Postal Service, they'll just deny whatever. So what if you had your grandmother's heirlooms or your very expensive jewelry and you insured it and send it and it got lost? How are you going to show any value of all of that? So the Postal Service is full of crap. They suck, and they suck even more. But anyways, okay. Let's see. Ace Apex got it on the beaches in Michigan. You say the Aces are not bad machines for on coins and stuff like that. As opposed to you trying to get yourself in trouble. Okay, we don't. It's raining. Can't afford the 6,000. I work at the post office. Well, hey, Paul, if you work at the post office, you got all the machines you need, buddy. Just help yourself. Lose them. They disappear. No go. Let's see. And hey, if you work at the post office and if it disappears and they come after you, you can always just cry postal. Go. That's why people go postal. Okay. Okay. You guys always hear gold. Before I get in any more trouble, let me play the real commercial here. I got to do that there. Let me do that there before I forget that there. Let me find it. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
ICMJ, the International California Mining Journal, was first published in 1931, 93 years old this year. Since our first issue, our goal has remained the same, and that is to provide miners with a voice, a marketplace for their goods and services, and to offer expert advice and tips from our knowledgeable writers, miners, geologists, all in the field. We still offer our 12 and 24-month print subscriptions, but keeping up with the times and with our reader requests, the digital online subscription option allows for a simple and gorgeous reading experience using your preferred technology, your phone, your tablet, or computer. Sign up for our print, online, or both print and online at www.icmj.com or call us at 831-479-1500. For our advertising services, both display advertising and classifieds, select the Miners Market section or call us. Happy prospecting.
Gold Monster's good. So your opinion of MineLab and Post Office and FedEx is about the same. Yes, they all suck. Just quit dealing with them. Yeah. It's yeah, you really have no choice because you got to ship stuff out. Let's see. Never tell the postal employees you're expecting a gift card because it will magically disappear. That's probably the very truth, isn't it? Okay, so Terry says, other than 7 inches of snow, the 1st of December here in Nova Scotia, you're in Canada, we only got a ½ inch maybe. Pony Express, I wish we had, they tried, I think, once upon a time, some company tried to come out like for another to compete with the mail, and I think they shut that down. They're the only ones that can have a monopoly. Okay, so I was busy. I get so busy running these spoof commercials. I love to do that. Oh, I got to play this. I haven't played this in a long time. Remember a while back I made that some girl I was talking to, and she wanted me to call her boyfriend. So we did that of a spoof call. I don't know if you guys remember that, but here, let me play this here, then I'll play another commercial.
Hello?
Hello, is Jenny there?
Who is this?
This is Big Daddy at Doo-Wah.
Big Daddy Doo-Wah. She's not here right now, Big Daddy.
Do you know when she'll be back?
Why do you ask something like that? You don't even know Jen. Jenny's my girlfriend.
She's your girlfriend?
Yes.
Well, we went out the other night, and I snuck a peek at her phone, and this is her number. I just want to see her again.
I don't think she's going to be going out with you anytime soon, dude. She's my girlfriend, and she wouldn't do something like that.
If you think she's your girlfriend, you better go find another girl.
Why do you say that?
Because we did the Wampa Bompa.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I bonked her really good. She got a taste of a little green alien. if you know what I mean.
Hey, listen here, pal. I don't know who you are or what you want, but I think you have the wrong girl and the wrong number, pal.
Oh, I know I have the right number. She's not there?
No, she's not. Hey, listen, man. If you want to have some problems, I can meet you somewhere and we can take care of this. But I'm sure she's never seen you, big Wonka daddy.
You can get upset if you want, but she is the best human I've ever had. Oh, and my gosh, I just want to see her again.
Listen, pal. I'll tell you what, man. If you just tell me where you're at, I'll come over and I can, put your head through a wall or something and kick your ass. You like that?
Now you want to kick my green ass?
All right, you're done, pal. See you later.
Anyway, that's pretty funny. It was helium, so I was playing with some helium on that time too. Let's see, Aaron Phoenix here. Oh, you're from Phoenix. Cool the mundo. So you guys love these commercials, and I have. I love to make these phony commercials. I mean, I shouldn't say phony. They're real, aren't they? But here's another one of them great commercials.
Do you have gold fever? Do you feel the need to play in the dirt? Do you shake whenever you see gold? Does your face glow with overwhelming excitement at just the thought of gold? Well, I'm here to tell you, my friends, you have gold fever. Now I have good news for you. Dr. Peter Goglemier has developed a new drug to help you with this sickness. It will reduce your need to play in the dirt. It will also help you relax more. Now I know that you will go through withdrawals, so I'm here to help you with that as well. I want to take that tremendous weight off your shoulders. So send me your gold and I'll take good care of it. I will send you this new drug which is guaranteed to keep you from playing in the dirt. This drug is similar to X-Lax. It's very safe and effective, but it will, however, give you the shits. Now, since you'll be spending more time on the toilet bowl, you'll be spending less time playing in the dirt. Call today for your free samples. 1-900 the shits, call today.
Okay, that's all I got today. To see Troy, hey, from North Carolina. I need to get out more. You're right about that. I do need to get out. When the weather is bad and you're stuck inside, all you get to do is play. Okay. So, anyways, we lost track of what we were talking about earlier. You guys can sidetrack me very easily. We were talking about detectors, and it seems like people like the 6000s and the gold monsters. It's probably gold monster in 2300, the 5000. Years ago, I went out to the Franconia area and I looked for meteorites, and I didn't find any. And I took the Equinox out with me. Well, that was a nightmare. So somebody said, "Oh, you got to have a PI machine," and I don't think at that time I had a PI machine. So I ended up picking up the 2300 because it was probably affordable. So I took the 2300 and I went out there. Well, it was a lot quieter. I didn't pick up every single hot rock in the world, but I didn't find any meteorites either. So I had the gold monster too. When I went to Alaska, I took the gold monster and the the gold monster and the 2300. I didn't find anything with the 2300. I found over 30 nuggets with the gold monster. So when I came back, I sold the 2300. And then later on, I got lucky and got one of the 6000s when they first came out. And oh my goodness sakes, if I knew it's paid for itself, put it that way. Let's see. David says, hopscotching channels. What's going on? I don't know what you mean by that, David. Jack's been hopscotching channels. I don't know what you mean by hopscotching channels. You got to explain to me. I have a hard time reading between the lines, No need when you have an axe and 5000 with the static. That's probably true. Yeah, the I remember when I went in the Superstitions, I took the 2300 because it's all foldable. You know, you can fold it up and put it in your backpack. So that was kind of cool. That's its advantages. It's foldable and it is underwater. So those are waterproof. So those are probably its really advantages that it has. You see all the MindLab price increases this month, crazy. No, I haven't, but I'm ready for them to come out with the new 10,000. What are they going to come out with next? This is what the thing. I mean, they pretty well maxed everything out. So all they can do is redo a 600 to a 700 and add a few more channels. Come out with the Manticore, same machine. Come out with the 900, which is the same as the 800. Put in a few more channels. So where else can they go? I mean, going to be coming out with, like I say, the 7,000. So now. And is it any coincidence they started out, the 2,100 was $2,100, $2,200, $2,200, $2,300, $3,000, $3,000, $3,500, $3,500. And that now that they're, 6,000, of course, that's a little higher. 7,000, well, that's a little higher too. So pretty soon when they come out with their 9,000 or 10,000, it's going to cost you $12,000 for that machine. Well, have you looked at any of these? There's a guy that came out to camp. He had one of these machines, detectors that's I guess made in, I don't know where they're made. I was going to say Kentucky, but it's like Turkey, I guess it is. And it's got a 3D screen on it, and you walk around and it beeps, and then you click it, and it takes a picture, and you look on the screen, and you can identify it and do all types of stuff. Well, heck, that machine's only like about $5,000. So why don't you just get something like that? That's probably a hell of a lot better machine rather than one of these. Maybe MindLab eventually will just put themselves out of business. Anyways, okay. Ground penetrating radar. Yes, that's what I need. I need a good ground penetrating radar as I go out looking for treasures now. MDS. MindLab MDS 10. What's that? What's the MDS 10? I don't know what that is. GPR? Ground. Oh, I know ground penetrating radar. What is the MDS? You need your own show. You have lots of knowledge about all that equipment. And that's GPR. But what's the that's the GPR MDS 10. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, gotcha. I got the 2-box machine, the Fisher 2-boxer. I've used it once or twice too. I get these machines, only use them a couple times, and then whatever, test them and whatever, and then I go ahead and move them on, get rid of them. Everything I have, all my detectors are for sale. If anybody needs any detectors, let me know. I'm a dealer for every single detector except MindLab, because we know MindLab won't give me a dealership. Okay. Screen shows what's under. That's a GPR. I like that. Technics 4,000 costs near 250. Numbers are wacko. Mark, hello, Mark. I'd like to have the, they got a new machine out. I think I got, actually, it's right here. There's a new machine out that is going to be in the prize wheel. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is called the Score. It looks a lot like the Equinoxes. It's a lot less money, though. It is waterproof. It's got the carbon fiber shaft on it. You can get the Bluetooth headphones. Easy operation. It's Score and Score 2. This is the Score 2. Anyway, this is one of the prizes that's on in the wheel. So that's a cool machine. I haven't used that machine. They just came out not too long ago. GPZ 7000 is now what? $11,049. Holy macros. Gary Jocham, hello. I'm late, but always enjoy listening to you. Well, thanks, Gary. Let's see. I'd like to have that. Tech 2 Explore Scottsdale Meadview Mountain area. Yeah, that'd be cool to go around up there. Troy, nice looking for something for my daughter Anna. There's a lot of machines out there. You know, I think that the Nocta, they're really trying to make a dent on some of these machines. Maybe they'll start coming out with a awesome PI machine. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't they? That would be pretty cool for them to do that. So, okay, I did everything I had to do. I got my commercials in, and Mike Bush, what frequency does that detector operate at, Jack? Is that the score? It's a multi-frequency detector. And it's going to operate on, let me see where the operation is at, and I will tell you the frequencies. I thought maybe they tell you here. It's, I think, 3 frequencies that it does. It's multi-frequencies anyways, kind of like the Equinox. I thought it told you, it gave you the frequencies. Maybe it doesn't, but it's online. 3 search modes is 15. Let's see, 2 multi-frequencies and 15 kilohertz single frequency. So it's a multi-frequency machine, but similar to that Equinox. How much are they? They're under $400, I believe it is, for those machines. Somewhere around that $400. But so anyway, so yes, I am a dealer on them, and that one is in the prize wheel. You can get all that information on the Facebook page, Gold Fever Radio, and Gold Fever Adventures on the Facebook page. And of course, the websites are goldfeveradventures.com and goldfeverradio.com. Let's see. In Michigan, the DNR website lets you know what state parks allow detecting. Yeah, no, you guys back there have DNR. We don't have DNR. We have BLM out here. See the 6,000. Wow, $77.99 now. Woo. Yeah, there's still spots on the wheel there, Rocky Mountain Prospector Brad. Yes, there are still spots on the wheel. You can see that at the Gold Fever Adventures web or Gold Fever Adventures Facebook page. There's I should be showing you what spots and all that numbers are still left on there. But there's a lot of cool prizes. Besides that metal detectors, there's a couple of these little guys here. These are gnomes that you can put out. St. Patty's Day is coming up. So it's got those, it's got recirculators, it's got some digging knives and some pinpointers and a gold panning kit, gold pan, recirculator. And I'm even putting in this. Who was up in Michigan? I went to Michigan years ago and got a whole bunch of these. These are all made out of copper, the copper artifacts up there. And there's arrowheads and spear points. These are hair beads, knife points. Anyways, I have a whole bunch of these different things. So I put a couple of them in a collection that somebody will even get one of them too, though. Let's see, gold pan and suntan. Time to drink some beer. That's right. Cheers. Let's see, lots of that stuff up in the UP. That's right. We went up there. I got invited up there. Man, I just cleaned up out there. When I went, because this was probably 20 years ago or more that I went up there. And I took, at the time, I had the Mind Lab 3500. Man, and I just cleaned up. I found all types of stuff. I mean, knife points and hair beads. And I mean, it was just, I had a lot of fun up there doing all that type of stuff. Okay. How many spots on the wheel say a night with Jack? How many spots on the wheel say a night with Jack? Yeah, right. I think we put on there, we talked about a day out in the field. I'd take you out in the field and we'd go do some dry washing or metal detecting or something like that. But anyways, I need my card. Lots of big copper up in the UP as well. Yeah, that's Copper Harbor and all that up in there. So yeah, Patty, be quiet. I know what you mean, Jennifer. Youpers, the Youpers. I had so much fun when I went up there that I almost bought a house up there just so I could, anyways, stay up there because I thought it was a pretty cool place. One spot says Jack will shovel into your dry washer all day for you. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's not go crazy there, Craig. Now, that's not true at all. I'd take you out to a spot and let you use my dry washer, and you can shovel all you want into it. But yeah, it's a very when I was up there, it was a very deprived area, and so the economy and all of that was. I mean, God, a house that was back here, a $400,000 house. It seemed like you could have got for $150,000, and I remember putting a bid on one, but I didn't get it. Probably a good thing I didn't get it because over time I probably wouldn't want to really live up there full time, but it would have been nice just to have another place to take off and go to. So anyways, the mosquitoes are pretty big up there too. So you don't go up there in mosquito days, but that's kind of the way it is most places. You don't want to go out in mosquito days. That will shovel all day. Yeah, well, that ain't going to happen. When I was up there, I have a friend. Well, I haven't talked to him in a long, long time, but he used to live up there. I think it was in Escanaba. I think that's amazing. I could remember that name, let alone say that name. Escanaba, I think was what it was. And we hunted down around Garden City, I think it was, and Little Bay de Noc. It's funny, I remember all that stuff. And that must have left a lasting impression on me. And I think now they turned it into a state park or something. So, but he took me into this place, and man, we just cleaned up on finding the coppers in there. It was just a heyday. So, guy, correct. Hey, all right. Hey, that's pretty good. I impress myself sometimes, that come up with memories. This Prevagen or whatever it is, tastes like seaweed or jellyfish or whatever that stuff is, that's supposed to help your memory. I should start clean air. When I was up there, some guys, they took me out on the boat, and we go out on the boat. I don't remember what lake that was, if that was Lake Michigan or one of them, I don't remember. But we get out there, and all I kept thinking about is the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And I look at their fish finder. They had that gauge and the depth, and I don't remember what it was, but whether it was like 900 feet to bottom. And I thought, oh my God, if we crashed out here, we're going to die. I didn't like that at all, being that far down to. That had to be, Paul, it had to at least be 20 years ago, I would think. If not, longer than that. Probably at least 20 years ago. At least probably 20 years ago. So that was a long time ago anyways. Lake Superior. Okay. I flew into a little dinky, I forget the name of the town, but I flew into a little dinky town. And then from there, puddle jumpers down to all of Puddle Jumper down, anyways. And that was for Jennifer right there. Look at that. Just sent in a, where'd it go? I lost it. Just sent in a $20 super sticker. Thank you, Jennifer. Awesome. You would have died from hypothermia. Yeah, from being that far down there. But whatever they call that there. Anyways, it was pretty deep down there. So I'm not one that I don't like to fly. I like to have my feet on the ground. And when you're out there, all I think about is the boat's going to come apart or something like that. And that was scary. So I, I get scared. How long have I lived in Arizona? Gold Pens. Well, I left my home state in early 90s and moved to Arizona. So I've been here since early 90s. And let's bitch about something else. So I moved here to early 90s. I think it was 91 that I first moved to Arizona. First job I took was at a country radio station. I know you guys see me working at a country radio station, huh? But so I worked there like 3 years at a country radio station. I worked overnights, disc jockey, and daytime sometimes. And then I also worked at what was called, back then they had what was called the Academy of Radio Broadcasting and Television. So I worked there as a counselor, helping out, other people going through the program and that. So I was there for a while. And then I left that and started on my own business, doing DJ work for doing weddings and parties and stuff like that there, and one thing to another thing. And anyway, so I've kind of always been inside of this type of a business, I guess you should say. But anyways, and then back there in the early 90s, I got involved with gold prospecting. And I was in a long story in itself anyways, but got involved there with gold prospecting. And I ended up joining, back then was in the early 90s, I joined an I went out on a common dig in Italian bar in California. And I joined the LDMA. And I thought that was, an excellent organization and what they stood for, and had the camping and all of that. I really enjoyed that and got to go to, their claims and everything. And then over time, a lot of the people that I knew there and all that, they started dropping out, and I couldn't understand why they were dropping out. And they just kept saying it's political and it's not the same anymore. And well, so over time, it's not the same anymore. So I stopped I shouldn't say I stopped, because I was a paid in full member of LDMA, but I stopped paying my dues. I don't care about them anymore. I'll never go to one of their camps. They're so political. They're so, it's just not the same that I grew up in. And so I have no use for them anymore at all. They've just completely turned money orientated. That's all they care about. They don't care about their members anymore. It's just not the same. But anyway, so that was just another, I guess, Wolfman Jack. Yeah. Let's see. So anyway, those were those days. I used to have I still got a lot of my old tapes, the air check tapes and stuff like that there. So, but I sometimes wonder about going back in. I hear on, sometimes when I'm out of town, like if I'm up there in Meadview and you only get 1 or 2 radio stations, and you hear some of these DJs and you think, I could do that better than what they're doing. And you sometimes think maybe I should go back. No, those are probably passing times in my days, but that was a long time ago. What was your home state? I grew up in Utah, and when I realized Utah didn't have a fence around it and you could leave, I left. So my family's still all there, but Johnny Fever from WKRP in Cincinnati. Yeah, that was a cool show. I really did used to enjoy that show. There was another cool show if you ever get a chance to watch it. Let's see, Christian Slater. Okay, you guys are going to have to help me out on this here. Yeah, Paul, Utah. Christian Slater was in it. Pump Up the Volume, I think it was called. I don't know if any of you guys ever seen that movie where he was kind of a pirated DJ, stuff like that. But that was kind of a cool movie. They're all digital corporate now. Not many real DJs left any longer. That's very true. Back when I was there, it's what they had called carts, and the carts looked exactly like 8-track tapes, only there were 4 tracks, and all the commercials were on these carts, and they had CDs, so all the music that we played was CDs, but we could play, whatever we wanted to. We weren't, didn't have a format, or you had to play whatever song, so we just had to play from, the CD list, so we would play really whatever we wanted, and then just had to play your commercials in there and your advertisings or your spots, different things like that. And that's all we had to do. And I know nowadays it's on, a lot of them, it's all commercial where it's got like a big hard drive, I guess it is. And everything's preloaded on this hard drive. And there is no more DJs in some of these places. Or if they are, they have to do their call letters on the top of the hour. They have to say, what stations they are. But other than that, and it may just be all pre-recorded on everything. But it's not the same as it was. And back in those days, you could drink, you could smoke, you could do whatever you really wanted to on the air. And the funny thing was, I can tell you guys this story because statute of limitations has ran out now. But when I was working there at the station, they were moving the station because this was actually out in the Casa Grande area. It was actually in Coolidge, Casa Grande, so it was out in that area where the station was. And I lived out in Gilbert at the time, and they were going to move this to Scottsdale and change the format to like a rap or something like that. Well, nobody wanted to go, so we refused to go. We didn't sign any new contracts to go. So he didn't give us our paychecks on that week. So we took over the radio station. A few of us went in and we locked the doors and we just started playing whatever we wanted to. We were playing, like Beatles and all types of people bringing us from the town. They were bringing us CDs down to play. And we were saying we don't get our paychecks, and people are bringing us toilet papers and, different things like that. But we went on for half a day until finally the sheriffs and all of that came and made us stop. And that was the last time we went off the air. So anyways, that was a long, long time ago too. Gone are the days of the local radio stations. Have a call and buy and sell segment. See, David says moved to Colorado in 1998 while in the military, but finally left a few years ago. The politics and costs were out of control. Yes, disc jockeys are being replaced by AI. That's very true. That the limitations has expired. This ought to be. Yeah. Anyways, it was a pretty cool thing because we were like swearing, and you can't swear on because you're FCC regulated. Like here, I can say whatever I want here because it's not FCC regulated. I don't need an FCC license to broadcast or talk on here, so I can say whatever I want. The internet's not regulated. But back then, if you said anything wrong, they could, fine you and all types of stuff. But hey, when we took over the airwaves, we were swearing and drinking, and man, we just had a heyday. So it was pretty fun, actually. Meatview needs a pirate station. We should. I do have a device that it's got a big antenna, and you can tune to whatever area you want. It's kind of probably illegal, and you really need a whatever they call that, a little license for that. But I think Obama killed you getting these little licenses, they were called. So like say in the RV park here, I could broadcast, tell everybody, hey, it's on channel 88, whatever, and everybody would tune into that and they could hear me. And it may only go out a few miles, but I got one of those devices. Have a ham license. I had a ham radio license once. I think they're different ones. You got like large band or small band or something like that, or short wave or long wave. Mine was just the little one. I didn't have the big one, whatever they called that. But I don't know. I don't know if they expire or not. I know that my FCC license from the radio station that never expires, so that's always good. So I could always go back into to that there with my. I don't even know where the FCC license was. I used to have a copy of it, but I don't know where the original's at. You're talking about low power FM transmitters. Yeah, I had a little handheld, like ham radio, little handheld type thing, and I had the license for that type of thing. But anyways, okay, lots of power, man. We can broadcast all through Meadview, huh? This is Gold Fever Radio calling to you from Meadview, Arizona, where the gold is at. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Let's see, 13, loved it. Sad. Anyway, so everything's changing. The whole country's changing. Pretty soon we got robots doing everything. Pretty soon there's going to be a robot sitting right here. So I am a robot. I am here to broadcast to you. Okay. I'm done yakking, guys. I'm putting a GMRS repeater up. Already bought it. New Motorola repeater will let you be able to talk from. Cool. That'd be awesome. I'm going to run a pirate station from a boat. Can the FCC bust me if I'm in international waters? That's a good question. That is a very, very good question. Did you look for meteorites near you, Jack? Out here? I found a meteorite out here a few years ago when I was out detecting for gold or something like that. I found one meteorite. Yeah, there's meteorites out here. There's meteorites probably everywhere. You think over all the hundreds and hundreds of years, the meteorites come through. I guess a lot of them kind of burn up when they come through the atmosphere, but those that make it through, so there's still a lot of them out here. There's a website you can go on that talks about meteorites and the strewn fields where they're at and, different places where they've landed at. So you look at some of these strewn fields and then you can go hunt. So they're all over the place. Let's see. It'll be on 462.675, already licensed. Cool. Need to put a repeater in the Jeep. The handheld Midland GXT has nice range, but more is better. More is always better. More is always better. Was on near you hit end of December. Need that Tesla robot running my metal detector all day. Now, wouldn't that be nice? That would be nice, wouldn't it? To have a robot. You sit in the buggy and just have the robot going around doing everything. And I got a signal over here. And then you go over and tell it, step aside, sir. You dig it up. Nope, jump. Keep looking, boy. It's not Clodhopper today. It's Mudhopper. 1. Okay. Anyway, so I am, what's going on? What else is going on here? BLM, there's another thing. So I won't be doing any more pushes up there in Meadview. You're only allowed when you file, you can file a bond, a plan of operation. And under a plan of operation, you have a bond calculator that you go through, you fill it out, and it tells you what your bond is. But then you got to go through like geologists and and land surveyors. I mean, all types of stuff. And it could take years before they approve your bond or your plan of operation. So you file what's called a notice of intent. And a notice of intent, they have, I think it's 15 days, they have to respond back to you with your notice. And you still have the bond calculator that you fill out. But under notice, you're allowed to disturb up to an acre. And then after that, you reclaim it and you can get your bond back. So I put the bond up there in Meadview and I did the one push. And then after that, we reclaimed it. The BLM guy came up there. He approved it, you know, that it was all reclaimed. And then I went to a different area and scraped that. And then after that, you know, he came back, approved all of that. But that was my acre that I had actually done. So I requested now that bond back. So they send you the state office, which was in Kingman. They have to fill the form, send it to the Phoenix office saying, yes, I've inspected it. All's good. You can refund his money. Then the Phoenix offices, they'll send you a form. You got to fill out all the paperwork of this form with your tax numbers and social security numbers and all that. They don't ask for that when they take your money, but when they give it back to you, oh man, you got to go through a lot. So did all of that work, send it to them, nothing happens. Call there, yeah, we're working on it. Call again, yeah, we're working on it. So I called again today. I think there was a mistake on that or something. And I said, how could there be a mistake? It was all done online. I filled it out then. I didn't fill nothing out. And well, we'll check on it, and you should be seeing it soon. You know, it's just anyway. So I said, you guys are quick to take my money, but to return it anyway. So there's another bitch. Typical government BS. Ain't that the truth? When are you up next? When are you up next? I don't know. When am I up next? I know exactly. That's it. They're collecting interest on the money. And that's a lot of companies, though. You know, when they have all that money in the bank, the longest that money can sit in the bank, the more interest is collecting. I wanted to get up to Meadview this week or last week, but you know, all the rains and all of that kind of scared me. So, and all this crap I got going on here, so it may be a few weeks before I get back up there. But that's my happy place up there. I like Meadview. That's a special, nice little area. So can't wait to get back up there again. So I will plan to do that as soon as I can. Get up there and kick back, relax. I need a vacation. So had a few days of fog. It was a little fog here this morning too. It was pretty foggy here, which is kind of, you know, unreal here. But I will be up there again within months to come, weeks to come. So like I say, let me look at my calendar. Let me just look at the calendar right now. So see, this weekend is Quartzsite. Next weekend is, nothing's happening next weekend. Following is the Gold Show and Quartzsite. Then after that, I think I am open. So it would be sometime probably after the 11th, the 12th, somewhere in there, I think maybe. Oh, I got the detector hunt 1st of February here. So every weekend is busy until after that. So sometime mid-February, maybe I can go back up there again. So anyways, that's all I have to yak about, guys. You guys all have a safe evening. What is this here? Maybe we can find somebody. You know, there's always a standby guest. You know, like Clint with Gold Claw and Mike Pung with Gold Cube. Those people are always willing to come on the show and talk. I know they kind of get on a lot, but, you know, I try to reach out to people, and sometimes you don't hear back from them. So we'll see what happens. So see how you like it. Put the nugget finder on it. 25 for your push ground. Let's see, R25 for it. But yeah, I want to I know there's still gold over there in the Lost Basin area that's waiting to be found. You know, I've hit those little nugget patches where everything that I found up there has probably been, you know, under 3 grammars. 3.5 grammars may have been the biggest one I found, but everything's been up there sub grammars and, you know, a few, you know, over grams, stuff like that. But Bill, we could reach out to Bill. It's been a while since Bill's been on the show, so we could reach out there. But anyway, so that's all I have this evening, guys. Let me find my exit way out of here. Video, my exit video out. I did the commercial, so I did that. So I'm not going to get in any trouble, violations. You guys are instigators. I want you to know that, but you guys are all, I appreciate all of you guys. So please like, share, subscribe. You guys all have yourselves a fantastic evening, a fantastic week. Try to stay out of trouble. You know, I know that's hard to do, but hey, try to stay out of trouble anyways. But hey, thanks, guys. Take care till our paths cross again. Thanks, everybody. See y'all. Bye.